A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, 4 female Israeli soldiers have been released after being held captive since October 7, 2023. The soldiers, Karina Ariev, Daniela Gilboa, Naama Levy, and Liri Albag, were handed over to the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, in Gaza City on Saturday. Their release comes as part of a broader ceasefire agreement that has seen Israel release 200 Palestinian prisoners in exchange. The handover took place amid a large crowd of Palestinians, with the soldiers appearing visibly relieved and smiling as they were escorted onto a podium by armed members of Hamas. This carefully orchestrated event was a stark contrast to the chaotic scenes surrounding previous hostage releases. The ICRC vehicles then transported the soldiers to Israeli military forces waiting nearby. The 4 soldiers, aged between 19 and 20, were stationed at an observation post along the Gaza border when they were abducted during a surprise attack by Hamas militants that resulted in the deaths of 1,200 people and the abduction of over 250 hostages. Video footage of their capture, which surfaced in May, showed the women in distressing conditions, bound and placed into a vehicle by their captors. Following their release, the Israeli Health Ministry announced plans to take the soldiers to a hospital for medical evaluations. This release marks the second exchange since the ceasefire commenced, with the first swap occurring last Sunday, involving 3 Israeli civilians and 90 Palestinian prisoners. The ceasefire agreement, mediated by Qatar and Egypt and supported by the United States, has momentarily halted hostilities that have ravaged Gaza for 15 months. However, tensions remain high, as Israeli officials accused Hamas of violating the terms of the ceasefire by not releasing a female civilian hostage, Arbel Yehoud, who was expected to be part of Saturday's exchange. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that the return of displaced Palestinians to northern Gaza would be delayed until Yehoud's situation is resolved. A Hamas official assured that Yehoud is alive and will be released next Saturday, but the ongoing negotiations are fraught with uncertainty. The ceasefire's first phase includes the release of 33 hostages from Gaza, with continued discussions on the fate of remaining captives, including men of military age. As the situation evolves, both sides are navigating a complex landscape of negotiations, public sentiment, and humanitarian concerns. The release of the 4 soldiers has brought a moment of relief to their families and the Israeli public, who have been anxiously awaiting news of their loved ones. However, the overarching conflict continues to cast a shadow over these developments, as the humanitarian toll in Gaza rises, with over 47,000 Palestinians reported killed since the onset of hostilities. The exchange has sparked mixed reactions, with some celebrating the safe return of the soldiers while others express anger at the manner in which they were paraded before the public. The event was highly choreographed by Hamas, aiming to project strength and control amidst ongoing tensions with Israel. As the ceasefire holds, the world watches closely, hoping for a resolution that brings lasting peace to a region long plagued by violence and strife. The focus now shifts to the fate of Arbel Yehoud and the ongoing negotiations that will determine the future of many more hostages still held in Gaza. The fragile nature of this ceasefire underscores the complexities of the Israel-Palestine conflict and the urgent need for a sustainable solution that addresses the humanitarian crisis in Gaza while ensuring the safety and security of all involved. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.